Good morning, beautiful souls. It's hard to get the shading over here because the side of the bed I'm on. But I drew this in the dark for about 20 minutes. Interesting little details. We'll see what I pull out of it while I talk to you today. So, today, well, I guess I should start off with introducing myself. I am Joella May. And today I will be talking about my day 2 experience with, how would you say it? Embracing my Yoni. Yes, that's the easiest way to put it. Yeah. So, day 2. I am slowly recovering. My body is very weak and tired. So, this morning, or I should start last night, before I went to bed, my headache was super bad. I don't really remember what much I said in the last video because I was sketching at that time. But so we'll go from this morning. I woke up, didn't feel so good. So I was like, okay, let me take some headache. No, I have to backtrack. So last night, I'll start from there. And I'm doing raw, uncut edit. I'm not going to be editing anything because it just doesn't make sense to edit from the drawing, even though I fumble on my words. As I said, I'm still recovering, so my timeline's a little foggy. Last night, I went to sleep with a headache. So I took some Excedrin with a glass of milk, like I generally would do when I would get a headache or a migraine. Well, I woke up, not sure at what time, didn't feel so great. So I said, okay, I'm gonna go to the bathroom. I go to the bathroom, I come back to my bed, and before I could even think about what to do, I was throwing up. So I threw up my Excedrin and milk from last night. It didn't even digest. I was like, okay, that's crazy. So I took a shower because it's the only thing I could think of to lower the pain in my head. And then I put on some binary beat music and went back to sleep. Music didn't stay on all night. I woke up, it was off. I woke up in pain again. And I was like, oh, this is too much. So I decided, okay, let me try again. And I went and got the Excedrin and milk. I took it. I lied back down. Fell asleep. This time when I woke up, before I could even get up to go to the bathroom, I threw it up. And I was like, this is ridiculous. So I took another shower, went back to sleep. Woke up and said, okay, let's try to do something different this time. Because now I'm feeling super weak. I've thrown up twice. And I haven't really had anything to eat. And I'm on day 2 of my monthly. So I'm losing blood. So I'm wanting to feel better. So I was like, okay, I made smoothie. Let me see if I can hold a little bit of that down. So I go to the kitchen, I get a little bit of that. I come back to bed. Then before I could drink any, I lied back down, went to sleep. I'm not sure how long I was asleep for. It wasn't that long. I woke back up, took a sip of juice, then went to the bathroom, lied back down. Thought I was going to go back to sleep, but instead I threw up the juice. And I was like, oh, this is ridiculous. What is going on with my body? So I was like, okay. Took another shower, because it was the only way that I could hydrate myself. Because my body wasn't retaining anything by throwing up so many times. So then I took another shower, went back to sleep. And I started doing some body work on myself. Because I'm a massage therapist, so I started massaging different parts of my body to see if I could pull out some tension. As my body was becoming super sore everywhere, since I was becoming so dehydrated from throwing up so many times. Then my son came to check on me. And then we were going to order online to have them send some groceries because I wanted watermelon. And it says 2 hours, right? So we spent 20 minutes there as I was struggling with my eyes closed as he's going through the descriptions. Then when we get to the window to pick the time, they're not going to be delivering till Monday. Well, I was like, that's not helpful. I need it today. So then we had to think about what was in the refrigerator since I couldn't get watermelon. Because I knew watermelon was always good for when you were nauseous because it's water and sugar. So I was trying to think, what else do we have in the refrigerator? It's mainly water. So we're like, celery. Okay. So he brought me a piece of celery. I ate that piece of celery and I went to sleep. I woke up. I didn't throw it up. I was happy about that. Still too scared to try to eat something. So I took another shower until I could feel, because when I woke up my lips felt like paper from being so dehydrated. So I went and sat in the shower until my lips felt moist. Then I got out of the shower and I ate another piece of celery. And I was like, starting to feel a little better. I was like, okay, I want to drink something. What can I drink? What can I drink? I kept thinking. And I was like, well, let me look for some detox tea. Maybe that'll help. Since my monthly seems to think I need a purge for whatever reason. Because it's obvious I'm throwing up because there's something that my body wants to expel. I'm not sick. It's just the headache's so bad that it won't even let me take Excedrin or headache medicine because it won't let it stay in my stomach. It just pushes it right back out. So I had to think and go within. I was like, okay, why is this happening? Not just like, oh my God, this is happening. What can I do? I was like, no, I need to know, understand why. So I was talking to my body. And then when we were looking for the detox tea, we were like, oh, we found this other tea. It's called libido tea. It's for the woman's moon cycle. And I was like, oh, wow, yes. This is exactly what I need. See? Moon time tea. Libido blend. Organic tea for women. I was like, what? Okay. The universe, I don't remember when I bought it, but I was like, when I bought it, I thought to myself, okay, moon time tea. That sounds good. You know, my monthly started on the new moon, so it makes sense, right? That's how I felt about it. So I was like, well, if I kept the celery down, let me see if I can keep this tea down. And check out the ingredients. So we have honeybush, cinnamon, dianima, ashwagandha, root, nettle leaf, rose petals, and vanilla extract. And I was like, wait a minute, cinnamon. I hope it's not going to be too strong. Oh my goodness, this thing was the perfect blend. I'll tell you what, I was so excited, you know, because I was a little hesitant because of the cinnamon. I was like, okay, let me just make 1 cup. Because normally when I make tea, I make like 3 cups at once and just like chug it down or enjoy it for like an hour or so. But since I was not feeling right, I was like, okay, let me just make the 1 cup. I drank it, and the smell and the aroma, it just like filled me up. It did. I became so happy. I could feel a smile on my face. I was like, wow, this is so cool. Mind you, I still have my headache and everything. So I was like, all right. So I took the cup of tea. I was like, let's just like rest for a little and absorb it. So I tried to like lie down and take a nap. No, I couldn't stop thinking about the tea and how good it tastes. So I was like, all right, let's reuse that tea bag. So I did. I was like, it's a little bit weaker, but it's still good. And then before I was done with it, I was like, let me get another cup of tea. And I was like, all right. So I go to the kitchen to make 1 more cup of tea. And as I'm waiting for the water to boil, like, let me get another piece of celery. Can I hold it down? I was getting all kinds of excited. So I made my 3rd cup of tea. And I got my 3rd stalk of celery. I drank that and I kept it down. I was so happy. It's like, okay. Mind you, migraine really is pretty much still there. But not as bad as it was since I was listening to my binaural beats. And they had like this, as I move my hand away from the camera again, they had like this water sound with the binaural beats. It was really relaxing and helpful. So I listened to that for a while with everything. And since I was so happy that I finally got the tea down, 3 cups of tea and 3 stalks of celery, I was like, okay. Now I'm not throwing up anymore. I was like, can we try it? So I took my headache medicine. I just took 1 that time because, you know, I was all nervous that maybe it would trigger myself. But it didn't, so it was good. So I was like, yay! So since I was so depleted and like didn't have anything to eat for almost 2 days, I was like, okay, let me take a multivitamin. So I did. And I was so happy and stayed down. Oof. There was so much more I wanted to say, because when I was going through the process, I was like so emotional about everything. I was like, I can't move. I just need to stay with my body and help my body heal. I'll figure out how to talk about it later. Mind you, oh yeah, it's like 5:30 in the morning right now. Been up and down all day, all night. I'm not even sure what day it is at this moment. Let's see, what do we got? Interesting. Got something going on. I'm not sure what yet. Not sure what yet. Where did that eyeball go? Oh, it's over there. It's funny how I move away from it so quickly. But there's just so much to pull up. I love it though. Answer the questions of the expressions they're trying to explain. I don't know if you can see the pictures that I see as I'm pulling it out of the paper, or if it's only revealed to you as my pencil touches the paper. I want to get more fluid in what I say when I'm drawing. That takes a little bit of time. So yeah, I guess you could say that was kind of like day 2 and day 3 of discovering my Yoni. Because it was pretty intense. So, needless to say, being in all that kind of pain, I didn't do any blood work. Because the whole, if you listen to the first video with honoring my Yoni on my monthly, I'm free-flowing for the first time. It's a very different experience for me. On the first day, I was trying to learn how to catch my blood. That didn't work out so great. I got a little bit, and not a lot of it. I'll be watering it to my plants most likely. It's supposed to be very beneficial for them. And so far, the plants that I have given some of my monthly to have been very excited about it. I've already seen a growth change in them. But I talk to my plants like almost every day, so I notice most of their changes like immediately. Yeah, I like to compliment my plants on their progress. That seems to make them very, very happy when I do so. Interesting little character. I don't know. I'm not gonna try to figure it out too much yet. I'll definitely be coming back to it later. Interesting. I haven't seen a hat like that in a very, very long time. I wonder why. I know, it kind of almost looks like an ice cream cone the way it's coming out. I don't know. Don't know what it's trying to make me do. It's definitely a bird's eye view, whatever it is. Mm-hmm. Don't understand the mouth yet. But hopefully I will. Eventually. Interesting little character. Alright. I think I'm trying to figure too much out in that section. Need to move around. When I feel like I'm interpreting it too much, I move away from it. Because I don't want to put my own opinion or judgment into whatever I'm drawing. Trying to let the divine talk through me and what it wants to show me. I'm not really trying to figure it out for them. But we've been talking for almost 30 minutes, so I am going to take a break. If you enjoyed my conversation and watching me draw, please remember to like and subscribe on the link down below. Your comments are always greatly appreciated. Remember, this is a loving environment, so please refrain some sarcasms if possible. I thank you all for listening, you beautiful souls, and have an amazing day. And we'll pick up this sketch on the next vid.